Happy Wednesday! Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. How is your Wednesday going for everyone? Today is English Day for me. Okay, so let me just adjust my cameras. There you go. Not my camera, it's a phone. Okay, so today, English Day, and no guest. I'm gonna talk all by myself. Oh, good evening, Nishan. Thank you for showing up. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about boundaries because it's been so many years. I know I needed to, a change, or I need to have establish my boundaries because that's an issue I have to work on it. It's like probably so many women too, right? Because it's the other day. Okay, the reason I've been working create the boundaries, very important too. I knew from the book or about the boundaries, right? From reading it, from listening it from somebody's video. I just yeah. I know it's a boundary so important. We gotta have boundaries. And then you know what? Sometimes we don't know until we get into actions to have to practice boundaries, right? So anyway, so I had a coaching session from one of the movement makers. His name is Gavin, and I didn't even know what was his coaching style. And then I just found out that day, I just oh, that's how he's gonna do coaching session. I didn't even know. He just okay, close your eyes, you go, and think about it, and then just what's on your mind, which was kind of scary, because you know what if, my vulnerability, my weak thing is coming up. It's scary, right? So I just but you know what? Let's just give it a try. It's a great, at the same time, I was so scared. But at the same time, I just you know what? His time is so important. This is a great opportunity. Just do it anyway. So I jump in his coaching sessions, and then I realized that, what my issue was. I'm still struggling about boundaries, especially my family, because I love my family so much, right? So it's important for me. So when it's when you have so much attachment, it's very, very, very hard to just let it go, right? It's hard to make myself separated. So I told him oh, it's I really want to do so much. I love my kids. Yeah, I really want to do so much, but I find myself I'm doing so much, and then I almost forget. I started losing my time. I forgot. I shouldn't say forgot. I get frustrated because I spend more time and energy to take care of my loved ones, right? And I thought that was a beautiful thing. It's as a wife and mother, right? Forget about me and taking care of my loved ones first. I've been taught so many years. And then I see my aunt and then my grandma. I see the women, right? I respect. I seen them doing, or women around me. I seen them doing so many years. So I thought that was a natural things to do. I really believed that the way I supposed to do, right? And then remember, I grew up in Japan. Also, hey, here you are, Tessa Marie. Today is English Day. I grew up in Japan, and then, oh, hello. My nephew. Okay, I'll speak English so today. Thank you for stopping by. Bye. So I grew up in Japan. I believe that was a natural thing. Just serve. Hey, Tucci! Right? Serve everybody else but me. Means I was the one not to have boundaries. It's not their fault, right? So I was talking about, like, oh, I don't have much time. I don't know what to do. And then Gavin said, oh, so it's a habit. You do, the things for your sons. I just like, yeah, that's right. The thing is, I do too much. I do too much, right? I give so much time away. I give so much energy away. And I thought that was the right things to do. It is the right things to do. But if I do too much, and then I starting to feel like, ooh, it's really hard feeling. Like, how about me? And then hard time. And then I starting to blame, others, right? I just like, oh my gosh, the reason I'm not happy because of him, or because he made me do that. No, actually, my kids, my family didn't really ask me to do much. I'm the one wanted to do it. So he said, that's a habit. You get your son lunch ready, and then you do so much things for your kids and husband. That's habit. And as soon as he said habit, and that just, it's like something light lit up. Like, oh, is that the habit? So means I established so many years to have the habit, to build the habit, doing too much, right? Serving, I thought that was the right things. It's the right things to do, but if you do too much, it's just, turn into poison, right? So I just like, okay, so I can change it. So now I've been trying to changing my old habit. That doesn't mean I don't help my kids. I don't help my husband anymore. I still do, but I tell myself, and then just like I check within myself, right? Okay, I am getting too much. If once I start feeling, even if a little bit, I just stop and walk away. And then just I let them do it. It's just no problem. And then, of course, and also me and Esmeralda, we talked about it yesterday about boundaries. And then she gave me a great idea. She said, it's important to let them know firmly how you feel, what you want to do. They may not get it because maybe, you're not telling the firm enough. And I just like, yeah, that's true too. I thought, just telling nicely, kindly, round way, gentle way. I don't know how do I explain in English. I thought that was a really nice way. But, okay, I live with especially a bunch of men. It's better to tell straight, right? So this morning too, I just like, okay, I told my husband, I just like, okay, I do IG live, right? Not the thing. This, I've been trying. Last couple days, I've been trying to say that. Like, he just like, okay, what's your plan today? I just like, I do a thing. No, I do IG live. It took me a courage to say that, right? Because I kind of feel bad what I'm doing because I want to do it. I still have the mentality, right? So anyway, so I just like, okay, I'm good. I do IG live. And then I was kind of afraid to have reactions. He just like, what are you doing that for? That thing, you're talking with what? Camera, strangers, nobody's listening anyway. He didn't say that. That was in my head. I created, right? The monster inside my head. So I kept repeating, hey, good morning. I kept repeating that word and over and over and over, right? So I just like, so that's mostly, he might say maybe a little bit. It's just like nobody cares, something to make me feel bad, a little bit. But you know what? If I remind him even now, I don't think he'll remember. He'll just like, did I say that? I don't remember. Most of the things we sometimes carry like, oh, Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I feel so honored, Tessa Marie. Thank you. Sometimes, we sometimes carry like just scar or wound, something we don't need. Actually, I call it old blanket, right? To Charlie, what is it called? Like Snoopy, Charlie Brown, he still carried old blanket. Like, we don't need it anymore. I'm grown up. I don't need to carry old blanket. Means old story, old wounds, something I don't think it's how to say, I don't think I need it anymore, right? And then even if whoever told me something, I was hurt. And then those people, they don't even remember what they said to me. And then I even hear, okay, this is the things like somebody said something before. I was so hurt. And then so many years later, I keep reminding myself. And I just like, yeah, she said that. Still painful. Like I still have a, scar in my heart. I cannot forgive her. Or like it just still, this is, I feel still sad because of what she said. Right? And then one day, oh my gosh, I was so stunned. I had a moment. She told me how nice she is, right? How nice she was. She said, I am such a nice person. I do this and that. And then I never hurt anybody. And then I was listening to her. I just like, yeah, okay. She was saying to me in front of me, right? And then, okay, so that means she didn't even remember what she said. And then whatever she said, she didn't do it intentionally to hurt me, right? I was the one to let her in. I was the one to just kept her words and then kept stopping myself. Means I didn't create the boundaries, right? I need to create boundaries. Of course, I've been trying to create the boundaries, but the boundaries, something it's you have to build every day. That's what I do believe. Because I always student of life. I always learning. I always want to grow, right? R. Okay. So I was reading what is called It's a Curse to Be Yourself. I was reading, that's English book actually, that's good, all right? So I got the really nice phrase about boundaries. So I'm gonna just read it before I wrap it up. So, okay, this says, boundaries, we do have the right to make choices that put ourselves first. Okay, I'm gonna read it again. This is like for me. We do have the right to make choices that put ourselves first. In fact, regularly giving ourselves permission to be first may actually help others to grow as well. I'm going to read again. I like this one too. In fact, regularly giving ourselves permission to be first. Giving ourselves permission to be first may actually help others to grow as well. I really... you keep dropping off? What do you mean? Your Wi-Fi? I don't know. I hope you can connect good. It happens. Wi-Fi is just kind of not stable actually. So I just if I give myself a permission, so that I have to make a choices like me first, right? Means I just I really resonated. Like it says, okay, I give myself permission to be me first. It may actually help others to grow as well. Yeah. So say like that. Oh, thank you. It is true. Yeah. Thank you, Tessa Marie. It is like that. Like say, if I say this is my situation. Okay. I really want to okay, so my son goes to work, right? Before he goes to work, I really myself want to just like put everything for him in the lunchbox, right? The forks and forks. That's the right? Yes, forks and lunchbox in the lunch bag, right? I really want to do that and then put on the counter so he can just, even if like ice, those ice box, right? Things. So make sure it's just ready to go, right? I really want to do that, but I just like, no. Here you go. In the morning, he's grown up. He's grown up, okay? You have to let him do it. He's 18, right? So just sit down, enjoy your coffee. And it's like I put myself first. That means he is, how to say, like not training. He just letting him get his lunch ready. Make sure, right? That means I help him to be more independent. This is a little bit of an extreme example, but we as a woman, as a mom, or sometimes as a wife, we tend to do those kind of things. Don't you agree? Myself really agree. Anyway, so I'll wrap it up here, and then at 9 o'clock, I have to watch Tessa Marie's IG Live, right? We love supporting each other. So thank you for watching. I trust you have a great Wednesday. Thank you so much. Bye.